being inside a huge game.
Mm.
I mean, you can go into the E equal MC square logic, everything is energy, and it gets translated into matter through slowing down energy, E equals, or M is E divided by C square. So it's a radical slowing down of energy. And that's what consciousness does. Awareness slows it down. Our
Mm.
description is what creates the reality. But all the Eastern traditions, any silence tradition, not just Eastern, the whole point of inner silence is so that you can unhook from that description and see energy directly, see intent directly. They don't use the wording always, but they're not quite clear about this, but they hint and talk about it. And, that's really where they're trying to get at. It's very fascinating. So that's what we were talking about. And it's a very potent perspective, very
Oh,
potent perspective. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll get
mm.
into it at some point in time. So,
Sure.
but it's a way of dealing with the absurdity of the world, and there is a lot of absurdity. And to me, if you want to make sense of it, it's to make sense. It's like, remember in the Matrix, they had those glitches in the pattern, right? Which revealed that it was this manifestation of a program. Well, this is the thing, these insanities, these completely irrational, illogical insanities of existence that just don't make any sense in any way. There are glitches in the pattern to give you that clue that it is a pattern, that it is a program of sorts. Does that help, Donna? Does that make sense?
Yes, I
Say
don't
again.
know what up. That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, that's very powerful. That's very powerful. Exciting stuff too. Yeah, Donna.
Yeah, I don't feel very excited right now. I feel sad.
Oh, I know, Donna. I know. I know. I know. I know.
Anyway,
I know.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
But
gonna
if
scoot.
if you also look at the pattern from an effort reward point of view, we see that for some people, the rewards relative to the effort don't make any sense for us, but they do somehow make sense for them. So that's a hard fact to accept, but you know people get value out of tragedy. They get value out of being in terrible situations. uh, you know it's not our logic, but it's theirs. I'll send you a little story on this, a story that legitimately includes had. That's the name of the story. I'll send it to you in a moment.
I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, you okay, Donna? You okay? Oh, I guess so.
She's like a magic dragon. I mean, she's
Yeah,
gone. When
I
she's
love that.
gone,
She's very direct on it. Yeah,
yeah.
very direct. Yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
I'm excited. Diane's coming on again. She really
Yes.
likes
Yes.
this.
In a
Yeah.
half hour. Yeah.
Yeah, in a half an hour. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She can't be on long because she's working from home, and of course she can't
Yeah.
not be answering the phone. It's kind of probably like the same amount of time I'm going to guess that she was on the other day,
Yeah. Yeah.
the last time, you know.
So when she does come on, I'll make every effort to put all the focus on her.
Perfect. 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 Yeah, because her time is
Yeah.
limited.
Yeah.
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 Perfect.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm,
what else was I going to
nice.
say? Oh, that last module was, for some reason, the modules are coming into immediate, every day, every second association.
Yes, yes. This is what
Yeah.
Erica keeps saying. This is what everyone says. It's a magical thing. I can't explain it, but Kay was saying the same thing. It's a fantastic thing. It's a
Yeah.
fantastic thing. It's very
Uh,
cool.
Crazy, crazy. Even I spoke with Bonnie again last night, and to go over what we went, we were talking about the golden egg and how her father and she was the replacement and all that stuff about dementia. So I
Mhm.
texted her and I said, when you are able, call me.
Yeah.
And interesting, when I was doing the when I was doing the last module, it was talking about asking questions instead of telling. Can you turn it into a question? So
Yes.
it was really, really cool because I started it out as a question for her, and you could hear her, she went, and then everything started to go, and it was a shift. It was absolutely a shift from, so I said, what do you think is holding you back from helping and understanding your mom? Because it's obvious of what needs to be done, but asking her, I felt in that fashion would make her really look at herself,
Yes.
and then she came up with some stuff, and then I went into, the stuff, the connection. She knew the connection was there with her father, but I was talking about replacements, and nothing's going to, can shift if you don't find something to substitute with it.
Yeah.
It just stays the same, So it was, we were probably on maybe 45 minutes, I didn't care. I just felt the need to just,
practice.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Beena, brilliant. Brilliant.
Morning, Beena.
Brilliant. You just missed Donna, but it's all good. It's all good. Everything all right there by you, Beena?
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm good.
Good.
You?
So when are we going to see you? And I noticed that Sil has on another shirt today. Lovely.
Yes. I am wearing them all. Wearing them all. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I don't mean to be.
Yeah, you're showing a little extra, what's-key there. Little cleavage in the woman.
There we go.
There you go. There. Now we can see the flowers.
Yes. There you go.
Very nice. So excellent. Is that one another soft one? Like,
yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
I like very. I don't like anything scratchy.
Right. Yeah. I like poplin.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very cool. I like a cool fabric generally. So this isn't a cool fabric, but it is nice though. It does feel nice. Yeah. My body temperature's a little. My average body temperature, my regular is, I think, like a half a degree or so higher than usual. So.
Is it? Yeah. It's no wonder a hot little tamale out there in Jerome.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but no, it's very, very exciting about the program. You know what I mean? How it's making the connection.
So were you able to put everything in question form?
Yeah, just about. Yeah. Instead of, again, it's an interesting tool to, instead of not tell, but share it from a question standpoint. It's the obvious, but letting it help. I think it helps them figure it out even more.
Exactly. And no matter how much, exactly. And there's a power to it, which is why I was saying, just wait. Don't worry about what you can do and saying stuff. Hey, dang it.
Is that the COVID cough?
No. No, it may just be a bit of dairy. I had a lot of cheese, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, that causes a lot of catarrh.
Yeah. What did the doc say?
He said, absolutely, you need to get tested.
Oh.
So I went. I went in and I didn't have an appointment. It was at a health network, because my doctor was out on vacation for the week. So they make you see a doctor, and before they give you the test, and they said, well, why are you here? And I said, I'm coughing and sneezing. I said, and then I went into an absolute 3 coughing fits there. And
wow.
Yeah, so they heard it, so I said, is there a particular type of cough? He said, no, it's just a cough. You know what I mean?
Oh, for COVID. So that's interesting. Huh?
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was going to ask. My other question that I want to ask is, could this cough be something else?
Potentially. He said my saturation, usually I'm up, 99-ish for oxygen saturation in my, body, my lungs. And it was at 94. 94% is the lowest of normal, You're supposed to be
okay.
94 to 100.
Yeah.
And he said, that's a little odd. You're still in normal range, but I've never had that,
Yeah.
I said, it seems like when I exercise or laugh or talk a lot, it kind of rears itself up. But, and some muscle fatigue. You're like, yesterday I was really, really tired.
Yeah.
So he said, there is no type of, because people are saying, oh, it's a dry cough. No, it's a wet cough. I said, what the hell kind of cough is it? He goes, there is no specific cough. It's just a cough is one of the symptoms. But as soon as he, asked a bunch of other questions, and he said, there's no question. He said, I'm going to have you tested for COVID. So I'm like, fine. He said the results, he said, would be in 2 to 3 days. So today is day number 2, tomorrow is number 3, and they call you either way, positive or negative, which is good. And the girl said 3 to 5 days. So I'm hoping I can, find out. I was scheduled yesterday for a massage, and my guy, he's packed with people. And, I said, listen, I don't know if I have it. I went to get tested. I'm putting it in your hands. I know what I would do, but I want to give you, he goes, oh no. He said, no, we're canceling, because I go every week for a massage. And
and that's fair enough that he cancels, I mean,
100%. And I said, no, I respect you too much. And, plus if I have it, he's probably going to have to shut down,
exactly.
And even all the people that I mean, Bill and I are going, oh dear Lord, I hope this isn't the case. And I said, I don't think it is, but it's just odd that there's an association, right now. Why all of a sudden am I coughing and sneezing? I'm not an allergy person, nothing,
And the muscle fatigue and the lack of oxygen, those are common. Points.
Yeah. So we'll see. But so in the meantime, he said, because there's no cure, he said that take Mucinex or Robitussin and any kind of pain relief, Aleve, ibuprofen, and see now he's even saying ibuprofen, Tylenol, or Aleve, where before in the beginning they said, oh, don't touch ibuprofen and don't touch
I remember
Aleve
that. Yeah.
with the because they have the NSAIDs in them. And he said, only Tylenol or aspirin.
Interesting.
But he said, so, I mean, so much is shifts on a daily basis from that standpoint,
Well, the thing with medication, if you can possibly avoid using it, of course you do.
Oh, 100%. 100%. No, I don't. I haven't taken anything yet. You know what I mean? So
you're fit, you're strong, you have good willpower. So, if there's anybody who will get through this, then there we go. I'll put my money on Sue.
No, and that's
right, Beena? Yeah, that's it. I'll bet on Sue. I'll bet on Sue.
Thanks. Yeah.
And
no, I mean,
and we will win.
And I will win. Yes, and I will win. Yeah. But it's just, it's a precautionary thing. Plus, I want to go down and see my mother. It's 6-7 months since and she's going, oh, am I ever going to see my children again? And she's
playing the sympathy card,
the martyr,
the martyr card,
yeah. So I said, well, I want to know, because I certainly don't want to go into her assisted living facility. God forbid.
Exactly.
And I had told my sister that if I can get tested being asymptomatic, and that was a couple weeks, I said, I'm going to do it. And then all of a sudden I got this stupid cough. So we'll see. But,
I'm just hoping it's because I did see you a couple times, after the exercise and the shower, and you came on Zoom, and, like I was saying, in terms of picking it up from temperature extremes, especially when the moisture cools down like that. Not dries, but cools down. It's a different thing. too rapidly. You know, the horses get this too, like I was telling you, you know, so
Yeah.
that's just that for me, I think it's that, and that would lead to a muscle fatigue as well. Absolutely.
Sure, because you're
So,
losing your electrolytes because
yeah, everything.
it's
Right,
leaving your body too
right,
quickly. It
right,
doesn't have that
right,
balance of the
right.
electrolytes.
You know,
I
right.
get, I run, I'm sweating profusely, my face, I literally shower up and then I stand under a ice cold shower just to get my body temp down.
Yeah, see, I
And
don't
then
know
I
if
come
that's a good
down
idea.
here and I throw a fan on me, you know, because
That's the
I'm
fan
dry,
is
I
the
start
yeah,
dripping again. Yeah.
the fan is the problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right,
So
so that's my bet right there. And you know, of course, when you have that in the lung, you know, whatever that mucus or whatever it is that, because you can hear it's a different cough. You know, there's that when it's got that deeper sound to it.
yeah,
You
that
know,
rattling.
there's
Yeah.
stuff in there that wanting to come out. Like my cough is just like an irritation that's looking to dislodge something. It's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
And it's high up too. You know, it's up here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that would of course affect your oxygen. You know,
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
now, yeah. So that's my bet. So we'll see.
Yeah. I'll let you know when I hear.
We'll have good intent. We'll have good intent on it.
Yes, I really wish that everyone just remains safe, because I have my cousin and his wife. They both are infected and seriously infected with COVID, and children are like have a very small daughter. Like I guess she's 3 now only,
Wow.
and they were in quarantine. Like the whole house were completely isolated, and I heard him because he was not able to even talk on phone.
Oh.
So after 10 days, he was able to send just a few seconds of voice message, and that was terrible. That was terrible. I was like really in shock when I heard that voice clip, and I was like, "Is it really Anjum Bhaiya?" Because his name is Anjum, and he's the eldest one in the family, in the cousin. So I call him Anjum Bhaiya. So I said, "Hey, is it really?" He said, "Yes." And because his lungs are big time affected, so it's a different thing totally. And then his wife also, she sent me mama a message that mommy, everyone calls my mother in my family, extended family, everyone like they call mommy. So it says, mommy, just please pray for me because I'm really in trouble. And she was not able to talk even. But now after 20 days, they are able to. They are not now negative, and they're able to communicate a bit.
Oh, good. Oh,
A
good.
bit.
So they're getting through it. They're getting through it. They're getting
Yes,
through it.
yes.
What did they take? What did they herbs and stuff?
Okay, the first thing was that it was their stupidity, because they went for Pakistan tour with all family and in his in-laws and everyone, and everyone was infected. Everyone. They were going by cars and doing the road trip and all that. So, but he and his wife affected most. And so the son took them to the hospital, Our hospital, and then the doctor said that there is no actual real treatment for that.
Right.
So please just take them home and do that. If you have a proper home where you can isolate them and do not be in direct contact and do all these things, and some precaution and some really mild medicine. I will ask him specifically that what he actually suggested to them. Because he was saying that there is no actual treatment for that.
No.
And they are more like susceptible to infections and other things in hospitals. So please just take them home. So now, today my cousin was telling me that now he is much better now.
Oh, good.
So yesterday he talked
good,
to him.
good. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that, Beena.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
How old are they?
My eldest cousin must be in early 40s, maybe 42 or something.
Wow, that's young.
Yeah, and his wife is of course quite younger than him, so she must be in her 30s. So this was like really a shock for everyone, because he is a sportsman. He's a hockey player. Professionally, he was playing for Customs and other clubs also, and he do play. Yeah. So he's a very active person, like walking, running, eating healthy, and all these things. So, but still, he got affected big time. People are saying that, okay, you need to be really strong. Yes, you need to be strong, but it doesn't mean that you can be careless, really.
Right.
You need to be
So,
strong and also take all the security
precaution.
precautions and all these.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look at all these in America. There's a Florida baseball team called the Mariners, and our Philadelphia team was supposed to be playing them. 17 of their players and the people who work the locker rooms are infected with COVID.
Yeah.
So these are elite athletes who,
Yes.
It makes no
healthy on
difference.
top of their health.
They have cooks, they have special trainers, and I mean, they're the top of their physical game in addition.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not only about increasing your immune system and being healthy. It's also about taking precautions, which people are not actually taking.
Yes.
And in Pakistan, we don't have if it is happening now, it starts to happen, but we don't have actually, in reality, a nuclear family culture here. People, at least 7 to 8 people live together in a home. So we are more even smart lockdowns are nothing for us because 7, 8 people are living together using multiple people using the same washroom and sharing things and all these things. So we need to be really, really careful.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. It is. It's a time of cautiousness. It's a time of super awareness in the hygiene department. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, crazy. But I was saying to Sil, I'm excited that Diane wants to come on again.
Yes.
She had to change her appointment Saturday, and then she said, "Are you going to be on again with Sil and Beena?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah."
Of course.
I
like her. I like Diane.
Yeah.
I like Diane.
Yeah.
It's got a very gentleness to her that I find a little problematic actually. I like it, but when you have such an extreme gentleness, one has to be careful because it can be compromising.
Yeah.
Inappropriate application of goodness.
I think that it is because that she is still not comfortable. She's type of a person who takes time and then they start opening up, and also because that she have this feeling in her mind that because she is not doing this course, so she don't obliged really valid to share all these things. So that's why she's a bit reluctant also.
But I don't mean it from a sharing point of view. I mean that's how she relates to the world, because she was like that when she first came on before deciding on the course, right?
Okay.
When you relate to the world and that as a default, it can put you a little bit into a compliant mode, an appeasing mode, a bit of a victim mode that people will kind of take advantage of you and stuff like that. It's problematic. It's difficult. So it's, now it may not be that way, but if my read is accurate, then I would say that she'll have some problems in the timidity department a little bit.
Are you eating candy for breakfast? Arrow, is that the English? Beena, you can't get here fast enough so that we can straighten this guy out with his diet.
but I'm like, it's not breakfast.
It's not breakfast.
Oh, sorry, for you it's dinner. I'm gonna have some candy for dinner.
Well, I did eat just before this. You only seen the candy. I had hot dogs and cheese.
What is it? But what are you taking out of a package that you could use a spoon? I think that's what got my alert.
It got melted when I got it, even though I took it out of the fridge. It's all broken up, so I can't eat it. And it's a soft chocolate, even though it's come out of the fridge, it stays soft. So that's why the spoon. Otherwise, just very messy with the fingers.
It almost looked caramely. It almost looked.
No, it just broke up. It just broke apart. You see.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Is it the
So,
Arrow bar? AER?
Arrow. Yeah. Oh, they are so good. But they are much nicer when they're not like this. Then they have a unique chocolate and a texture, and you see it's a very easy to melt chocolate. But, It's a very different thing when now the inner filling has changed, you see, so the whole thing is different now. But
Give
anyway,
me
it's
a
still
taste.
nice though.
Give me a taste.
Here you go. Beena, how about for you? You want some?
Taste it, Beena.
I'm not taking any sugar, so
Oh.
thank you. Thank you. No sugar for me.
I'm off of sugar too. And
Oh.
ginger.
Ah,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Horrors beyond horrors.
No,
Horrors
but
beyond
Sir's diet is not really wild because he do eat a lot of sugar, of course, but his mental work is of course like off the chart. Like he always just continuously thinking and doing work, so it is not really bad. And also that he actually don't eat much of carbohydrate like in bread form and all these things.
Right.
More of protein and all these things. So it's a kind of a balance. It is, so.
I do like carbohydrates when I can get them.
Oh yes, so he was making bread, as you already know that, and cakes and all these things. But it is good nowadays as far as the supply is going on from the shop. And he's eating meat.
Supply is dwindling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I also go through it slowly. It's interesting with sugar. I do like it, but I can't have too much.
Yeah.
I have to balance it with salt. Always for me, I have to balance it. If I get out of whack, it really is not good on me. So I'm very, very, very cautious and careful with doing that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have that. I think it's his, how much energy his brain uses that he metabolizes and burns so much faster.
Yeah.
Luckily, because if I, just ate one of those bars, I'd be up like 30 pounds,
Really? Wow.
Oh, yeah. I'm a very slow metabolizer. So I'm trying to just reset that a little bit. And that part of resetting it is getting rid of the sugars, any refined sugars and stuff, and just going to a very clean eating, and then every once in a while, every 10 days, just kind of splurging a little and that helps reset the metabolism. It's not about denying yourself all the time,
Balance.
Because I was eating too much sugar and I was in banana smoothie big time. It was full fat, cream, banana smoothie, and with sugar, of course, and then eating chocolate big time and doing nothing, lying down on bed because I broke my knee. The cartilage was broken. So,
Beena, when was this?
You broke your knee?
Yeah, I was doing some washing my tiles in my washroom, and it was like splashing water, and I slipped, and my knee actually went outside, and the cartilage was broken.
Beena.
And Amy saw me, and she was even like so freaked out. She said, and she started screaming and running in the house that, oh, Beena just broke her leg. And because it was immediate, so I was managed to pull my leg back inside, and then but doctor said, okay, if I might need a surgery. My mother says, no knee replacement in this age. No, you have to heal this just naturally. So I was in love with banana smoothie. So what I was doing is just lying down on my bed for 6 months and just drinking banana smoothie and chocolates and nuts and everything. So I became, okay, my knee is perfect, but even more than perfect, because that poor knee is actually bearing a lot of weight on that. And it was deliberate too. So a lot of factors, but now I am on no sugar, no, zero sugar.
So what was the answer to Sue's question earlier?
6 months
About
ago.
what?
Oh, 6 months? Wow.
No, not 6 months ago. This knee?
No, the earlier question Sue asked.
No, when did you hurt your knee?
Oh, no, before that. The question before that.
What was that? Question. I missed that. Sorry. I missed that.
Your very first question to Beena, Sue.
I don't remember. My very first question to Beena was.
Okay, so you were talking about my video, yeah? That was the first question that
Phil.
Yes,
Please
yeah.
turn off your freaking brain cells, will you, for a couple of minutes?
Yeah, we were talking about the knee break, and you were talking about the video. So and it was appropriate for me. I deliberately put on weight, and I mentioned that immediately when I came online, and I said, okay, Cecil, and he said, oh, deliberately? I said, yes, of course, it was deliberate because it was appropriate for me.
I understood.
I was struggling with inappropriate proposals from everywhere, and also inappropriate attraction from men, especially older men. I don't know why. Like people in 60s and 70s and even 80s, they were like, oh my God.
Wow.
So
You're an old soul, Beena, because you're an old soul, that's why. We see that in you. We see that in you.
A lot of inappropriate, I don't say that inappropriate, I say that unwanted attention.
Yeah.
That was
And
not
inappropriate,
wanted.
both.
Yeah.
Yes, you can say that, but sometimes I feel that this thing saying that inappropriate and with the specific age, it just put that in category of ageism, which I don't like. I'm really strictly against this, considering people with age and gender and all these things. For me, considering age or differentiate between people according to their ages is like racism for me.
Yep.
It is that severe. I don't really. So that's why I don't say that inappropriate, because what if the guys of my age might be doing that? So I might be like, okay. So that's why I don't want to say that. That was just unwanted attention, which I was dealing with, and proposals also.